Chapter 7. When William woke later in the day, the room was much darker. Someone had lit a small oil lamp on the table near the bed. Emma, probably. William wondered when she would be coming in again, as his stomach still rumbled with hunger. He debated if he should holler for her or try to get out of bed himself, but after struggling to pull himself to a sitting position, he gave up and leaned back against the pillow. It wasn't that the pain was intolerable. Oh, it was still bad when he moved, but manageable. The real problem was the lack of food had made him dizzy. The room had begun spinning as soon as he tried to move to the edge of the bed. "I have dinner," Emma said, entering as if she had read his mind.
"Is it more than soup this time?" William asked over another growl from his stomach. "I'm starving."
"It's a stew," Emma answered with a smile. "Carrie put in some vegetables but softened them up for you." William hoped it would be enough. Emma set the bowl on the table and then returned to help William sit up. Though still painful, he enjoyed the soft touch of her skin and the sweet smell of her as she leaned near. When he was upright, she handed him the bowl and spoon. "Samuel found your horse. She's in our barn now, and he brought in your saddlebag," she said, pointing to his bag which lay on the floor against the far wall.
"Thank you," he said after swallowing a large mouthful of the warm stew.
"You're welcome." She glanced toward the door, then pursed her lips and frowned. Turning her face back to him, she asked, "Would you like me to read to you? You must be awfully bored laying in here all alone." William wondered if she was asking simply out of kindness or if there was some attraction on her part, but he found he didn't care. He liked her voice, and he didn't want to be alone.
"I'd like that," he said as he spooned up another bite.
The carrots and potatoes had been cooked to a T and required very little chewing on his part, which helped with the pain. Her eyes lit up, and a dimple appeared in her cheek as she smiled. "Wonderful. I'll be right back." With a light step, she exited the room, returning a moment later with a large black book under her arm. William paled when he realized what the book was. He should have asked what she wanted to read to him, as he wasn't really in the mood for the Bible. "Are you a fan of the Psalms?" she asked, as she pulled over the wooden chair and sat down.
"I used to be,"
William said. It wasn't a complete lie. He and Catherine had often read the Psalms together. He had enjoyed them then, but he hadn't picked up a Bible since her death. Emma raised an eyebrow at him as if unsure if she should continue. But when William offered no further objection, she opened the Bible and began to read. Her voice was low and melodious, and William found himself enjoying the reading in spite of the subject matter. Before he knew it, the stew was gone, and while he wasn't completely full, it had satisfied the immediate gnawing hunger. Emma finished Psalm 121 and closed the book. "You know, you received a miracle. If that bullet had hit anywhere else, you would probably be dead. God must have had an angel watching out for you. Is there anything else I can get you tonight?" William was tempted to ask for another bowl of stew, but he refrained.
"No, I think I'm good for tonight."
"All right, then." She stood and took the bowl from him. "Rest well, and I'll be back in the morning to check on you." William lay back and pondered her words. He knew surviving a gunshot wound in general wasn't always a guarantee, and especially one so near the neck. Could it be true that God was watching out for him? But if so, why? He certainly hadn't been giving God any of his time or attention. So why would God care about him?